లచ్చన్న వెల్కమ్. నీ గురించి కలవరిస్తున్నా ఇక్కడ.
Roadshow and a huge show of support here in Big Room. You can see the crowds here lining up all along the roads, women and men waving the trademark pink colours of the TRS, now known as the BRS. KTR, the crowds are really excited, and I must ask you, don't you ever want to be Chief Minister?
No, absolutely not. Our leader is in the pink of his health, and I think he has an attempt to definitely go on for another 10-15 years. And I'm happy where I am. Never expected to be a minister, so if I ask for anything more, I think it'll be greedy.
But there was talk of a generational shift within the party, and a lot of people thought you might become officially the Chief Minister.
But I never thought of it that way. I think it was more about speculation, and in politics, unfortunately, we take things for granted. But the fact is, you can never do that, because end of the day, there are many more qualified people, many more smarter people in my party. Just because I'm my leader's son does not mean that I'm entitled to a position.
But I'm sure everybody wants the top job. Don't you want the top job in your state?
Like I said, not really. There are many more qualified people, many more smarter people. Happy to be where I am.
You don't think the party would benefit from a generational shift?
Well, I don't think so. Our leader is doing very well. He's super popular among the public. So therefore, I don't see any reason why there should be a change.
So before I ask the next set of questions, you can see here the crowds all along, and KTR is here waving to the crowds, but ruling out all talk of a generational shift in the party. Let me just get this side and ask him a few more questions. What is the one thing, if you could just turn around and look at our camera, what is the one thing that you would do differently, or you do differently from your father?
Well, I think I'm younger, so I tend to be more. I do more of these road shows. I don't think he does. A campaign like this. I like more energy. I like more engagement.
There has been some criticism of your father that he's inaccessible, spends too much time at the farmhouse, doesn't meet people, doesn't meet his legislators. Do you encourage your father to be more accessible, to be more open in the way you're being here?
That has been said for the last 23 years. We have been hearing about it time and again. I don't think that's that's an issue that concerns people at large, because of course he's one of the top performing chief ministers in the state, in the country, for a reason. He's delivered the goods. He's delivered the basics that people want. So I don't think that is an issue at all from the people perspective.
As the crowds cheer you on and your party on here, I have to ask you about Rahul Gandhi. And I ask you about Rahul Gandhi because many people argue that it was Rahul Gandhi's Bharat Jodo Yatra that made the Congress a contender in the state. How do you assess Rahul Gandhi as a political opponent?
I think Rahul Gandhi is somebody who needs to do a lot more reading. And when I say reading, I just don't mean the scripts that he's given. But I think he should, he really wants to evolve as a leader. He should develop an understanding of what works and what doesn't. And at this point in time, I think in Telangana, he's clueless.
He's clueless?
He is clueless.
What's the one word you choose to describe him?
Clueless.
You've called him a word with, they've called you the B team of the BJP.
Well, I called him a buffoon.
Yeah.
I did, and I stand by it, of course.
You think Rahul Gandhi is a buffoon?
See, the thing is, when somebody comes into Telangana and accuses of 1 lakh crore graph in an 80,000 crore project, what do you call it?
Why would you personalize your commentary on Rahul Gandhi in this way?
Because, when somebody makes random, reckless accusations like that, and that too without any basis or even some clarity on what really went on, obviously, you do feel offended.
The Congress accuses you of corruption. The BJP talks about
The Congress can talk about multiple things, but the fact is, A to Z corruption. A to Z corruption is what the Congress had always been known for. Because Adarsh se leke, Bofors se leke, Commonwealth tak, Congress is steeped in corruption. So Congress talking about corruption is a joke. And also, their Pradesh Congress Committee president here was somebody who was caught with 50 lakh rupees of cash as they were offering a bribe to an MLA. So Congress talking about corruption has to be a serious joke.
So if I ask you just to flip around just for a second so our camera can catch you better. What do you think Rahul Gandhi is a bigger threat to the BRS today or the BJP under Prime Minister Modi?
I think Rahul Gandhi is the biggest asset for Prime Minister Modi. That's what
And
he
for
is.
you? And for you?
Well, he's an asset wherever he goes to the opposition. Because whatever he says, if it's going to boomerang, it's going to backfire on the Congress.
How do you respond to the charges that you have inherited your job? I know Rahul Gandhi can't make that argument, but the BJP can.
Well, I don't think BJP can either. Because, they have too many too much Parivarwad politics happening in BJP. Who's Jay Shah? Who's Jay Shah to be running BCCI? Other than the fact that he's Amit Shah's son. What other entitlement does he have which makes him qualified enough to run BCCI?
The Congress says there are multiple chief ministerial candidates in your party. The Congress says there are multiple chief ministerial candidates in your party. You, your father, your sister.
There's only one chief minister, that is KCR. We all work under him and we'll be happy to work under him without any title or position.
Let me ask you this. Okay, lots of cheers for the leader there. Over the noise, we're going to try and squeeze in one last question. Let me try and squeeze one more question from you, so I'll ask you to flip around. In case you do not make the government on your own and you fall short of the numbers, will you be open to a post-poll alliance with the BJP?
We are winning 88 plus. So that question does not
What
arise.
if it happens?
We'll talk in third. I'm telling you very clearly.
Your father is known for his pragmatism.
No,
Could you consider allying with the BJP?
Absolutely not. Absolutely not. We'd rather sit in the opposition.
You would rather sit in the
opposition.
And what is the fate of the India Alliance? Do you think you made a mistake by not being part of it?
I think India Alliance is all about chai biscuit meetings. Nothing serious about it.
I want to show you something. There's under Kittu Mobiles, there's a welcome KTR sir. But to come back to the India Alliance, have you been in touch with the non-BJP, non-Congress parties?
Absolutely, we are. We are in active engagement. Hopefully, after the 3rd of December, we can take it forward more strongly.
But many of them are part of the India Alliance.
That's what I'm saying. I think most of them are coming out. Now, Akhilesh is already accusing the Congress of being arrogant, which has always been the case. I think he's just realized it now.
Okay, I'm going to let you get back to your roadshow. KTR there ruling out an alliance with the BJP post-poll and saying that even other parties in the India Alliance will soon want to recalibrate their positions once the election is over. Here on the ground in Telangana, this is Barkha Dutt with Anup Kumar for Mojo Story.